I don't know how much more I can take. I just filmed an hour-long video of me playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This is all the content. This is it. This is all we got. That's it. We just a black screen. Like, it's good stuff. Also, look at this.
Bro, Tyron? Yeah, look over there. There's one right there.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit earlier.
Not sure what the deal is, but man, what if you take a picture maybe one of our friends or not? Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's like extremely good stuff. Let's turn down this audio real quick.
Take my camera. Get to where you want to take a picture, press the camera to, and then you...
See, it's like good stuff, and then I'm gonna try and find the Hello Kitty voiceover.
I'm serious, there's no one here. There's not even any staff.
Okay, that's not Hello Kitty. So, that's nice. I can help.
Okay, thank you. You're both so kind. My invitation to Big Adventures Park was mysterious. I'm sure it's perfectly ordinary island, though. Can't wait to land.
Oh, would you like a slice of fresh strawberry cake?
Yeah, that was Hello Kitty. So, anyways, and then I searched it up, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? I don't know. Conclusion, I don't know. I read one thing and they were like, yeah, you can screen record it, you just have to use the built-in software. So yeah, I'm gonna have to create a new save file, but this video will just sort of be like a vlog talking about that. But also, if we X this out, oh no, what is this? Just kidding. That's the recording software. We'll talk about A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. So, pretty much, if you don't know what this is about, this is the new Game of Thrones show. We got this guy, well, girl, technically. So, pretty much, they were born as a girl, but they were extremely tall. And so, they cut their hair and they sort of, transition. And so pretty much this show is just about how, the social norms and social expectations within this, fantasy world of Middle Earth or whatever. And then, how we have this little bald girl, and this little bald girl is sort of like, she's actually like 100 years old, and she's this super wise witch, and she's sort of like mentoring this trans woman slash man. Don't know the terminology. I'm just here for the show. um but yeah, it's set in this sort of fantasy world, and I really like it. Obviously there's only 2 episodes out right now, and the third one is about to release like in an hour and a half, so I'll watch that. But yeah, it's so far it's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the first 2 episodes. It was like, the first episode was an introduction, obviously. It was about how um he, not she anymore, he would like introduce himself to new people. Like, he'd be like, hey, my pronouns are he, him, I'm here to sort of learn about life, you know, because as a man, because, you know, up until this point, I just wasn't a man. And then, you know, he meets this witch in an apartment that's 6 stories. It's actually, I don't know why they sort of went that direction, but they like took a real life skyscraper and put it into the show. And so then he like meets this witch in the skyscraper, and they go on all these zany adventures within the first episode. And then the second episode is actually extremely boring. It's just about them building a house together. And then the witch is like,
Place the stones there.
and then Dunk, you know, he's sort of like a mindless zombie, you know, and yeah, I don't know about you guys, it's pretty good. Hopefully you guys have seen it. I would definitely recommend it. It's a great show. Yeah, I'm excited to see all the other zany adventures that Dunk and Sir Baldwin, Mrs. Baldwin. Sorry, that was a joke. Mrs. Baldwin, the witch. You know, I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna try and refilm the Hello Kitty Island adventure video and like release it maybe tomorrow, maybe not, maybe tomorrow. And then yeah, it snowed like 6 inches or something like that, which is pretty cool, pretty neato. It doesn't ever snow in this area. I'm from Colorado, so I don't really care ish. You know, it was fun. I made a snow angel, and then I made 3 snowmen / women, you know, snow people. And yeah, it was really fun. And then, you know, the puppies,
Puppies.
Destructoid really liked the snow. Specifically, he was like attacking the snow. Yeah. Roblox Part 2, I'm planning on releasing. I would be more happy to release it if it weren't for the Hello Kitty Island adventure sort of hiccup. I don't know how I'm ever going to get over this. You know, this is literally the worst day in my entire life. And that's an entire life, you know, that's like a lot of days. So, yeah. That's the plan. Of course. Oh, update. I got promoted to a food runner / busser at my restaurant. So, yeah, I have to like fix my hair up and stuff and be like, may I be of your assistance? May I grab you anything else? I'm training to be a server. You know, I really want to be a server. I applied to be a server at the very beginning a few months ago, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't need servers right now," and I was like, "Well, I need a job. So, do you have any space on the line? Do you need a dishwasher? You know, what do you need? I can be it." So I started as a dishwasher. I was a dishwasher for a few weeks. Then they were like, "Do you want to go on the line?" And I was like, "Sure, let me try." I went on to the line and I was doing fry. And it was the worst experience I've ever had because of how confusing it was, but also the person that was training me. So, yeah. But I stopped doing that because I didn't enjoy it. And then they got me on salads. And then I was like, "Hey, I like this. You know, it's pretty alright. They took me off that. Don't know why. So I was just a dishwasher for a little while. And then I started looking at my finances and I was like, oh shoot, I'm low on money. You know, I need to either get a second job or, I don't know, get a raise. So I was like, what can we do? And then I applied to be a server for the front of house. And they were like, oh, we don't need a server. And I was like, well, do you need a food runner? Do you need a busser? Do you need a host? You know, what do you need? And so then they got me up there. So now I'm training and I'm already pretty much trained. I know everything. So yeah. That's the update. Still not married. Still never had a girlfriend. But no, there's really no but. Um that's just sort of the update. That's the hey down. You know, definitely check out A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. This is not a paid promotion. I just like the show. So, yeah. Douses.